Hey guys, Nick and Amy Hofer here from San Diego. Thank you so much for having us on here. It's an honor to be on here training you all as you launch your business and sharing with you some of our insights as far as what works really well in this business. We wanted to congratulate you on the launch of your business and just to know that this is going to be a lot of work for you, but it's going to be fun and so rewarding along the way.
So we're super excited to talk to you about one of our favorite topics, which is social media and leveraging the power of social media with your new Rodan & Fields business. You know, like many of us here in Rodan & Fields, it was a post of a friend of mine on social media that caught my attention and even led to having the conversation about Rodan & Fields. So it is a very, very powerful tool. So we are really excited to share with you about it today. Now, funny thing is, we want to kick this off by telling you the golden rule about social media, and that is this. Social media and being behind your computer never, ever, ever can replace the power of having live, real-life conversations with the people in your world, with those people that you know with skin. So we actually, quite ironically, are going to encourage you most of the time to put those phones down, to get off social media, and to get out in the world and start having conversations with the people around you. That's when people can hear the excitement in your voice, whether it's on the phone or in person. That's when they can really sense your excitement and they can really get a feel for what this company is doing through your excitement about this business. You always want to be connecting face-to-face or over the phone if you can. That's where your power is. So get out there and start those conversations and connect live with people. Now, that being said, it is an indisputable fact that social media is a powerful tool in our tool belt with our Rodan & Fields business. And we're excited to share a little bit more about that.
So guys, as you know, there are a lot of vehicles out there for social media and your networking business or networking in general that you can be involved in. We all, of course, know Facebook is one of those, Twitter being another one, LinkedIn for your business professional profiles or professional network, Instagram, Pinterest, Snapchat. We're Snapchat novices, but it's there and we learn from our kids. So there are a lot of opportunities for you to market your business. But first of all, I'm going to give you a little quick overview of those as far as how we view those social media platforms. But we're going to primarily focus on Facebook today. So in regards to Twitter, you may or may not know that you're limited as far as the content that you can share on Twitter. So you have 140 characters to get your point across. What we recommend with Twitter is use small sound bites. Think about small sound bites that you would tease someone and actually put a link back to one of your pages or one of your posts that you're encouraging people to see. You can use link shortening tools like Bitly. That you can Google to find out what Bitly is, and it will take a long URL and actually condense it down so that you can leverage the maximum number of characters that you can in your Twitter posts. So that being said, there's Twitter. Instagram is super visual, guys. There's not much you can really put in regards to content. You can put much more, but the thing about Instagram that we see is that's a very visual platform. So you want to make sure that you have eye-appealing images, that you're using some of the beautiful assets that corporate provides to us. Don't feel that you need to reinvent the wheel, but complement your social media strategy by using Instagram. Don't use Instagram as your primary social media tool. Pinterest is another thing also that is extremely visual that you can use. You can start your own Pinterest page to put your post up if you're doing other activities or other things. For instance, if you're doing some decorating or you're doing some crafts or things like that, you know, you can couple this along with your Pinterest posts. Now, LinkedIn is one of my favorites because I was in the corporate world for many years, not 30 as Amy likes to tell people, but I was in the corporate world for some time. And the thing about LinkedIn is people associate you as a professional career person on LinkedIn more so than the other more personal social media platforms. So your professional contacts are typically on LinkedIn, and you may or may not be connected with them on some of those other personal platforms. Now, we encourage you to actually leverage LinkedIn as a platform to connect with some of those people, because after all, this is a professional business. This is a career that you can potentially be building, whether it is something that ideally you want to build into a full-time career, it's a side income, whatever that is. Bottom line, you're going to treat this like a business, and it is a business. So connecting with those people on LinkedIn is a very, very viable platform. And it's a great way for people to connect with people that may or may not be looking for opportunities or other jobs. Now, Facebook. Facebook is different from all of those other platforms because it combines them all, right? You have the visual aspect, you have the content aspect, you're sharing both your personal and your professional endeavors as well, and you're also, you can share videos, you can share multiple different things that you're going to be sharing with your networks. Today, like I said, we're going to talk specifically about Facebook and how you can leverage that. It's a powerful tool. So you ultimately want to be building a brand for yourself and build awareness around your Rodan & Fields business by leveraging Facebook through those posts. And we're going to talk a little bit about how you can do that today. Because let's face it, people aren't joining you because they don't know you or they don't have a connection with you. People are joining you because there's something either you said, an experience you've had with them in the past that has tied you together. You may be related, you may have worked together, you may have gone to school together. These people are connecting with you, and they're going to join you in business because they truly feel a sense of loyalty, connection, and respect for you in this business. Ultimately, they really truly believe in you. So the power of referrals is incredibly strong, guys, when you're looking at Facebook. You need to know and understand that when Amy started her business, it was just Amy starting her business. I was still working in my corporate career. So I had my Facebook network. Amy had her Facebook network. But imagine when you combine those, the power of what those networks can be. It becomes an exponential benefit rather than 1 + 1, because our networks then start merging and expanding because we're connected to so many more people than just we don't have connections that are all similar across our networks. So you're able to leverage that. And ultimately, those referrals is really truly how people are making buying decisions today. Think about maybe the last home repair that you had, the last movie maybe you went to see, or the dinner that you went to that you were looking for recommendations from your network about where you should go, who you should call, or what you should see. It's exactly what this business is like. If you're talking about the benefits of these products and the benefits of this business and what it has done for you, you can very authentically ask for recommendations and referrals to not only your network, but your network's network. And again, like I said, they respect you, they're connected with you. So when you're asking things like, who do you know that is an up-and-comer or someone that's a real go-getter because I'm looking for people to expand my business? Those people in your network want to connect you with those people because they want to help you succeed. So leveraging that is a really, really powerful tool. So we know that the doctors did research on this long ago, and what they found is when we were in high-end retail, people were coming in asking for these products because of those referrals that I mentioned, not because they were relying on the recommendations of the person in the white coat behind the counter in that retail store. They came in because they went to lunch or had a coffee with one of their friends and said, oh my gosh, your skin looks amazing. What are you using? And they said, I'm using Rodan & Fields and got it from here, and went and specifically asked for those products. So what an unbelievable tool that we all have in our hands now as the doctors pull it all out of high-end retail and put it in our hands to leverage our networks and our referrals to do that. So social media is really the fastest, most efficient way to get the word out about your excitement about what you're starting, the business that you're going to build, and how this business is going to impact you and the lives of not only your family, but others in your team.
Absolutely. Thank you. So here's the thing. One of the very first pushbacks that I get in terms of social media is people, new consultants say, whoa, 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 I don't want to be known as that girl, right? Anybody ever feel that way? Well, listen, here's the deal. What they mean by that is they don't want to be seen as someone who hops on social media and just floods it with Rodan & Fields, basically Rodan & Fields commercials, just talking about it 24/7 and not talking about anything else. And let me tell you what, we're going to give you some tips today that I hope you glean from it, the fact that if you leverage this properly and you follow our tips, you are not going to need to worry about that whatsoever. So we're going to give you some of those tips. First thing first, one of the biggest questions that we get from new consultants is this: should I post Rodan & Fields posts on my personal page, or should I start a business page? Now, I will tell you, I have pretty strong opinions about this, but I will put the caveat out there that this is your business to run it as you wish, however you deem most appropriate for you. But my personal opinion, and Nick's personal opinion, I believe, is that, here's the thing with Facebook, is people are tuning in to see you. They're tuning in to see about your life and to learn about what's going on with you, and they're vastly interested in what's going on with you. And so we really encourage our consultants to keep it on their personal page and to sprinkle it in and amongst all of the fascinating things that you have going on in your personal life, so that people are going to tune in. And then in and amongst that, seeing what's going on in your personal life, they're going to learn about Rodan & Fields.
So, who are you going to connect with? That's a big component of this, and you may or may not already have a big social network, or you might have a small social network, but here's what we are going to coach you on. Whatever network you have right now, you need to build. You need to continue to grow that, because the larger your network, the larger your opportunity, the larger amount of people you're connecting with, and the number of connections that you're making, the more opportunity that you have at hand. So you might find yourself, and we're using examples that we have heard in our time in this business. I don't know enough people, or I'm connected with everybody I know. Well, we're going to tell you, or we're going to challenge you on that and say, probably not. And here are a few examples. When I started on Facebook, we're very private people, and we didn't have that many people in our Facebook network. But the most rewarding thing for us is, as we started thinking about, what about Tim that I swam with in junior high? Or what about Susie that I was in high school with and sat with in math class? Or what about that girl that I was from my hometown that we both went to college together? We have connected with so many people that we wouldn't have thought to connect with if it wasn't for challenging ourselves on extending our network for Facebook. And here's the upside benefit, guys. First of all, we encourage you to truly, authentically connect with those people that you want to connect with. Mass connecting is not the way to do it. You don't want to reach out and just all of a sudden start connecting to people. We want you to think about those people that you have crossed paths with, or that you've had in your life that you had a connection with, that you may want to reconnect with. Now, the upside of that is that you're reconnecting with some of those people that you had those past experiences with, that can be so fulfilling and so rewarding. And the icing on the cake is that some of those people are going to join you in business. We have people that we went to junior high with, that were childhood friends, that were family friends, you name it, across the list, colleagues, employees that have joined us in business. But we didn't reach out to them and say, we want you to join us in business. We reached out to them to reconnect first and foremost. And those connections then, as I mentioned earlier, resulted in them seeing what we were doing through our posts on Facebook, and either reaching out to us, much like Amy did. Amy reached out to our friend to support her in business, or wanted to learn more, or you never know if they're looking for something else, or looking for an opportunity for themselves as well. So you want to start adding and increasing the number of connections that you have on your social media platforms, specifically Facebook, as we mentioned. And remember, it's not just who you know, but it's who the people you know. For instance, there may have been people that Amy connected with at business dinners or business trips, or that were connections of mine that I didn't necessarily have that connection with. We have people that Amy has established relationships with because of those connections. Or you may think about, gosh, that one neighbor that always was so nice to me whenever I went and visited my Aunt Sally. Connect with those people because they want to hear from you also. And don't be afraid, like I said, to ask for those referrals of who do you know that may be looking for something else or looking for a side income, because your network is going to be happy to connect you with those people. Because like we said, they believe in you, they support you, and they want to put good people together. So again, just think about all those people, friends, family, as you're connecting with those people, we're going to talk to you a little bit about posting and what you can post to kind of intrigue people, to see what you're doing, what your life looks like because of this business, that they want to learn more. And don't be afraid to reach out and have conversations, and say, look, I'd love to connect with you. Are you on Facebook? If you run into someone or meet someone out in public, we oftentimes will meet people, whether we're standing in line at the grocery store, we're standing at the airport, wherever it may be, and little conversations like, oh, you're from Little Rock, Arkansas. We're building our business in Little Rock. We would love to connect with you and pick your brain. Are you on Facebook? Would you mind if we connected on Facebook? In fact, when we were in Las Vegas for a convention, we connected with 2 different couples of Australians who were there on holiday. And, they took a picture for us, and I said, where's your accent from? And they said, oh, we're from Australia. We're here on holiday. And we said, oh my gosh, we're building our business in Australia. We would love to pick your brain about things that we should do in Australia when we come down there to visit. And they were like, that would be great. And in fact, one of those couples actually said, let's connect on Facebook, and then we can connect and start sharing stories. So don't discount that, guys. It's a really, really powerful way to actually build your Facebook network. And you don't have to be in their face about what you're doing. It's just really, truly connecting. And then as you're posting, they're seeing what you're doing and what you're up to. And then you can subsequently reach out and have further conversations.
Absolutely. So a lot of times people are wondering, okay, now I'm a Rodan & Fields consultant. What am I going to post on Facebook? Here's the thing. We want you to continue being authentically you. That's what they're tuning in for anyway. So we just want to see more of you. So if you're funny, keep posting your funny quips. If you're inspirational, keep it going. The world needs more of that. If you love fashion, or if you post about your children and their eating habits, or whatever it is, just keep it going, and then sprinkle in the Rodan & Fields in and amongst that. And also, we're going to talk to you in just a minute about lifestyle marketing and how you can fold that into the mix as well. But just, above all else, be authentically you, and also show that you're having fun with your business. People are really, really looking for that. And here's the thing, guys, people are watching. Even if they're not liking or commenting on your regular posts, or certainly your Rodan & Fields posts, don't get discouraged. I promise you, they are watching.
Okay, guys, so we get this question a lot as far as when should I post? And here's what we coach. And this may or may not be different for different people, but this is what we truly believe. You want to post, as Amy said, around the times that are authentic to your life, which means if you're working and you get home and you have to feed the kids, or you put dinner on the table and then you settle down and you relax and you've got everything done, start posting then, because your network will be looking for a post then, or they may be posting also. So their lifestyles will be similar. But the other thing also that we encourage you to do is post throughout the day. Look at opportunities to post maybe in the morning before you go to work, maybe over your lunch break if you're at the office and you want to take a break. Post there, post in the evening. Don't do all of your post at one time always, and don't necessarily do it after bedtime. Consider the time zones that you're in, because the one thing that we don't want you to do is we don't want you to spend a lot of time creating your post, which you shouldn't do, by the way, but spending all that time posting it around midnight your time, and then having that post get lost in all of the clutter of your network's Facebook pages because everybody else is posting. So when they get up in the morning and they're looking through their post, your post is, 8 hours or 7 hours earlier, and there's a plethora of posts before that. So we want you to post at multiple times throughout the day. We want you to consider time zones. And around the times that are in your life, that in your schedule. So if you just get done feeding the kids, or you're sitting on the soccer sideline, and we're going to talk a little bit about that with the lifestyle stuff. You're sitting on the soccer or football sideline, and you're watching your kids in practice. You can post and say, "I'm working my side gig while I'm watching the kids." It doesn't get any better than this. That's something that's very authentic to you, and it's fits into your lifestyle, and it shows that you can build this business in those little nooks and crannies of time that you have in your life, of sitting on the sideline or sitting at the table with your kids doing their homework, and you're doing your homework for your side business or your business that you're building as well. So build that around your lifestyle as well. Now, here's the other thing. Don't post and then not be active on Facebook and expect a lot of activity around yours also. So Facebook has algorithms in regards to your activity on Facebook. And one of the things that we want to encourage you to do is we want you to actively comment, like, and share on other posts within your network. So for instance, if you have a group of people that you are on your wish list to join you in business, or they're just some go-getters that really drive every committee at school, or they are involved in all of the activities that you think, wow, they could be really good in their business, in this business, the best thing that you can do is comment and like on their posts. So because what that does is it actually makes sure that your posts are showing up in their Facebook feed as well. So really important that you're not only just posting, you're actively commenting and liking on those other posts.
Absolutely. So you might be wondering, how often am I going to post actual Rodan and Fields posts? And that's going to be entirely personal. Now here's the deal, guys. When I first started out, I would post Rodan and Fields posts maybe 2-3 times a week, intermixed with the other things that I would post. But what I have found as my Rodan and Fields journey has gone on is that, number one, I'm posting more in general multiple times throughout the day. And now that I'm posting more in general, I am able to post Rodan and Fields things more each day as well. So I'm up to once or even maybe twice a day with my Rodan and Fields posts. But that is in and amongst the mix of other things that are, particular to us and our family.
So like Amy said, 1 to 2 times a day. And just remember, when you're posting these things, we want you to look at this and say, you're running a business. So if you opened a flower shop on a corner, you wouldn't open that flower shop and not do any advertising. So do not feel reluctant or hesitant to post about this business. It's your marketing, it's your advertising to say, my doors are open, this is what I'm doing, and this is what we're doing. So look at it just like any other business, and treat it like a business so that you can be building.
One of the things that I love is that if you are posting consistently about your Rodan and Fields business, just like Nick said, if it were a brick and mortar store, having your doors open for business builds credibility. And the same thing goes, you're building a virtual franchise. So they want to see you in a virtual format open for business. So that's why you want to keep your name out in front of people with Rodan and Fields attached to it. Now I want to give you a couple of ideas of some things that you can post, some examples of things that you can post. You're brand new to Rodan and Fields. It's a fantastic time when you get that welcome kit from Rodan and Fields and it feels like Christmas morning just arrived on your doorstep. By golly, take a picture of the products, take a picture of the box. I've seen pictures of people's kids with the box. Whatever it is, share your excitement and your enthusiasm about getting that box and starting your business. Post it on Facebook. Everybody loves to cheer you on. In addition to that, you can say, oh my gosh, my business kit arrived. I'm so excited about my new gig. Big things to come. And then as you start using your products, you of course want to make sure you take your before picture of your own personal skin, because you are going to be your best walking billboard for your own personal business. Take your before pictures forward and each side before you get started with your products. Make sure your hair is pulled back, your makeup is off, and you're in good lighting. And then take progression pictures as you go along, maybe every 30 days, something like that, and start sharing that with your network. Say, oh my goodness, I'm so excited to see the changes in my skin. This is so fun. And then share different things that happen. Maybe you get carded at the liquor store, maybe you get carded at the restaurant, things like that, and just put little posts like thanks R+F, that type of thing. Those little quips are super fun. In addition, a really simple way to kind of put some framework around your posting for Facebook is to go by days of the week. Maybe you do a motivational Monday. It's a motivational, inspirational quote. Maybe you do a transformational Tuesday where you're showing before and afters from Rodan and Fields. Wednesday's really great for Wisdom Wednesday or Way Back Wednesday when you can post a picture of you, back in the 70s or the 80s. Or goodness, for some of you, the 90s. Laying out in your charcoal brown and all of that good stuff. You can do a throwback to your sun worshiping days. I may or may not resemble that. Guilty as charged. You can also do a throwback Thursday to, here's a throwback Thursday to when I used to have to fight being in traffic and now I get to be home and work from home with my kids. You can do a thankful Thursday. Thank you, R+F, for letting me be at my kids' soccer game because I didn't used to be able to do this. You can do freebie Fridays, give away little glow packs, the give it a glow packs. Things like that are really fun and help give you some framework to how you're approaching your business with Facebook. And then another thing that we love to do is lifestyle marketing. This is super powerful on social media, you guys. This is really leveraging your social media to share the things that Rodan and Fields is allowing you to do because of the time and financial freedom of this business. Maybe it's I'm taking a business call while I'm walking my dog on the beach, or maybe it's the things that I just mentioned. I'm at my child's soccer game, love Fridays like this, or I'm the chaperone on my child's field trip. I'm so thankful to Rodan and Fields that I get to be a part of this. Those types of things, lifestyle marketing things, are fantastic, as well as we're on vacation with our family and I'm building my business from my chair at the pool. Really fantastic ways to share with your market what this business is allowing you to do. But please, 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 always make sure that you include the income disclosure statement at the bottom of those posts so that we protect ourselves and protect our business. Okay, so one thing about Rodan and Fields is our community is super special. We're inspiring, we are supportive, we're collaborative, and it's rewarding on so many levels. And so many people in corporate America and in just regular 9-to-5 jobs are not being supported in that way. They are not getting the pats on the back. And they are looking simply for a community. And that's another thing that you can share through your posts is just the beauty and the power of this community that we get to be a part of and how incredible it is to have that in your life on a professional level. It's pretty fantastic. So you want to share with people, the lead the way miles that you're achieving, the perks that you're achieving. Share with them that they're not getting perks from their day job just for doing what they're paid to do. And that's what we get with Rodan and Fields. So you want to be sharing those little perks as they come along. And then another thing I feel super, super passionate about is being positive on Facebook. Listen, the world has plenty of junk that can bring you down. We don't need more of it out there. So be a purveyor of positivity. Get the good word out there, lighten someone's day, brighten someone's day, spread positivity. And please, you may have strong opinions about politics and other things. I encourage you to please try to avoid sharing that on Facebook. Unless you just absolutely have to. You don't want to post anything that might offend anyone in your network.
Okay, guys. So as we mentioned, it's not just who you know, but who they know also. And we highly encourage you to expand your reach of your social media posts. So when Amy started her business and I was in the corporate world, I mentioned that we both had our own social media accounts, but guess what? We could still leverage both of those accounts by Amy doing a post and sharing it to my page or sharing it with me. You would be surprised how willing your friends and family are going to be to support you in this business. So do not be shy about reaching out to them and saying, hey, would you mind if I actually shared a post with your network or tagged you in a post so your network could also see that I'm launching this. And by the way, I have a great referral program. If anybody joins me in business or buys product from your network, I would love to throw you some freebies or throw you some samples of these products, because obviously for supporting me in business, I want to make sure that you're rewarded. So expand your reach. Be creative with how you can expand that by leveraging those networks. So guys, listen. You can clearly see that we are passionate about social media. It has been very impactful for our business. It works very, very well for us. It is an incredibly valuable tool for you that you can have in your toolkit. Treat your business like a business. And remember, as Amy said, people want to connect with you. They don't want to connect with a business page. That's, again, our opinion. So start building your social media presence, your personal social media presence, working your Rodan & Fields business into that so that people can feel your excitement and see what this business is doing for you. Have fun with it, but never forget, when you're posting things and you're not getting those likes or those comments on your post, it doesn't mean that they're not watching. We have people that watched us for years and will come back and say, I watched everything you guys did for the last year, and I can't wait any longer. I have to join you. So just know they are watching, and this is an incredibly powerful tool for you to use as you're getting started.
So true. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. We hope that you were able to get some great tips from us today, and we're cheering you on from down here in sunny San Diego, and
or up here,
down there, wherever. We're cheering you on, and go get them, guys. It's going to be fantastic.
You've got this. Thanks, guys.
Thanks. Bye.